Igraspers, Namaste, hello and a very warm welcome to our weekly news wrap. While we're all spending more time at home, let's grasp the news from the world outside. Time to begin with the national news segment.
Last week, Government of India sent flights to evacuate Indians in Italy and Iran who tested negative for coronavirus. As you are aware, Igraspers, both countries, Italy and Iran, are on lockdown, which means restricted movement and access as a security measure to curb coronavirus. The Indian embassy and consulates in Italy received requests to evacuate around 3,000 people, while there were about 2,000 citizens stranded in Iran.
At the SAARC conference last Sunday, which is South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said prepare, don't panic. Of course, this is with regards to coronavirus or COVID-19, leading India at the video conference of SAARC member countries, which include India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, the Maldives, Nepal and Sri Lanka. PM Mr. Modi proposed to create a COVID-19 emergency fund that would be based on voluntary contributions from SAARC members. PM Modi promised approximately Rs 74 crore towards the fund too.
PM Mr. Modi addressed the nation on Thursday, 19th March. These were the highlights. He requested senior citizens and others to avoid moving out and crowded places to practice social distancing for the next few weeks. Today, which is 22nd March, is to be observed as Janta Curfew from 7 am to 9 pm. He requested the nation to show gratitude towards essential service providers like medical professionals, transport service providers, police, and other helping staff by clapping and cheering for them at 5 pm for 5 minutes today, which is Sunday, 22nd March. Importantly, pay full salaries to daily wagers and staff on humanitarian grounds, even if they are unable to get to work. He assured that there won't be any shortage of daily essentials.
It's now time for our international news segment.
Guess what? World's second richest man, Bill Gates, stepped down from the board of Microsoft to focus on philanthropy. Philanthropy, what's that? It is the desire to promote the welfare of others by helping with generous donation of money to good causes. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates, who made a fortune by developing software, said he wanted to focus on global health and development, education, and tackling climate change. Mr. Gates also mentioned that Microsoft would always be an important part of his life and he would continue to be engaged with his leadership.
93-year-old monarch of England, Queen Elizabeth II, along with her 98-year-old husband, Prince Philip, have been shifted out of Buckingham Palace in London to Windsor Castle. The Queen's Palace hosts a constant stream of visitors, including politicians and dignitaries from around the world. Royal advisors believe it is best to get her out of a crowded palace to a palace with smaller staff. This measure is in response to the coronavirus outbreak, affecting a large number of people in the UK.
Governments around the world are taking action to slow down the spread of COVID-19. Closing schools, cancelling public events, limiting travel are a few measures taken to create gaps between people so that the virus doesn't spread further. While the governments are taking stringent action, it is interesting to learn how people are dealing with these restrictions. In Italy, people sang patriotic songs and played musical instruments in their balconies to spread a cheer and boost morale during a nationwide lockdown. Adults and children spent a lot of time baking cakes, pizzas, and dishing out pastas while sitting at home. People decided to help their elderly neighbors by sharing food with them and by buying groceries for them, since above 60 are more at risk of the virus. Igraspers, What can we do to spread the cheer while being safe? Share your views with us in a short video and email it to us. We would love to feature the safe and constructive ways to deal with coronavirus. Let's move on to our science news segment.
The Australian Antarctic Division's famous research ship, the Aurora Australis, has departed upon its final voyage this week. It is off to Macquarie Island, southeast of the island of Tasmania in Australia. The ship, owned by the P&O company, enabled Australian scientists to discover many new facts about the Southern Ocean, which is the ocean that surrounds Antarctica. The ship was named after the Aurora Australis, which are colored skies that are viewed best from Antarctica. It has underpinned many expeditions and is being retired after 31 years of service. Meanwhile, a new ship is being built to replace the Aurora Australis. Igraspers, fasten your seatbelts and get ready for some starry news from space.
NASA has asked one of the richest persons on the earth, Elon Musk, to help them explore a nearby asteroid. According to them, this asteroid contains gold that is enough to make everyone on earth a billionaire. Igraspers, the name of this asteroid ridden with gold is Psyche, and it orbits around the Sun between Mars and Jupiter. The joint project between NASA and Elon Musk's rocket building company, SpaceX, has been called the Psyche mission, and expect the mission to be underway as early as 2022. The rocket would be launched in Florida, USA, and would take 4 years to reach Psyche.
Igraspers, have you ever thought about traveling to space? Maybe going there on a vacation with your family? Well, Axiom Space, a US-based space research company, has signed a deal with Elon Musk's SpaceX for what could be the first ever commercial space flight. The space flight could be taking off as early as next year, with 3 passengers on board for a 10-day journey. Aboard the space flight would be a trained flight commander who would be responsible for seeing that the space tourists do not interfere with the work of the 6 space station crew members. Fascinating, isn't it? It's time to eye grasp some more captivating news from our wildlife segment.
Do you love puppies? Well, we have the cutest puppy for you. This is Ray. She is a 12-week-old golden retriever pup that looks like a unicorn. So cute, don't you agree? She lost 1 ear during her birth, and as she grew, her right ear shifted to the middle of her head, which makes her look like a unicorn. Also, did you notice something about her name? Ray, R-A-E, is ear spelled backwards. Isn't that interesting?
Did you hear? All the plastic is polluting and destroying our Mother Earth. However, we need not worry, Igraspers. The scientists have a very unique solution to this problem. They have been breeding special caterpillars that eat polythene. Polythene is the most common type of plastic used. In just days, these caterpillars can digest what would otherwise take hundreds of years to decompose. Just 60 little caterpillars can eat more than 30 square centimeters in a week. This will definitely help solve Earth's plastic pollution crisis. The world's smallest dinosaur has been discovered recently, and it looks like a miniature pigeon. The 100 million year old bird is just 5 centimeters long and has bulging lizard-like eyes and a beak packed with 100 sharp teeth. Ooh, scary! This dinosaur was found in amber, which is a fossilized tree sap that has the ability to perfectly preserve creatures just like this one. This discovery will help scientists study further how modern birds evolved from dinosaurs. How cool is that? It's now time for updates in our sports segment. Igraspers, coronavirus has impacted some of our major sports events. Here, you can see on the screen, all these events have either been cancelled or postponed. The Premier League, along with the Champions League and FA Cup, have all been halted. Our favourite basketball league, the NBA, also hasn't conducted any more matches. Even cricket, where India was supposed to play against South Africa, the matches have been cancelled. Now, while this all might seem sad, remember that it is important to take precautions, and these events will be back very soon.
The Tokyo 2020 Olympics are still going ahead according to schedule as per Japanese officials. They claim that they will be taking all necessary precautions. There has been a call, however, even by US President Donald Trump to push the Olympics by a year. The Olympics, if not delayed, will most likely be conducted in empty stadiums to prevent large gatherings of people.
Now there's some good news amongst the sporting events being cancelled. 37-year-old Sharat Kamal won his first tour title after 10 years. The table tennis player beat world number 26 Marcos Freitas to lift the trophy. Way to end the season on a high. Congratulations, Sharat Kamal. Igraasp-Making F2 is coming up next.
Can you guess who? This English singer, songwriter, pianist and composer's birth name is Reginald Kenneth Dwight. He is the winner of 5 Grammy Awards, 5 Brit Awards, 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, a Tony Award and even a Disney Legends Award. Can you feel the love tonight? Well, yes, it is Sir Elton John. He got the title Sir when Queen Elizabeth II knighted him at Buckingham Palace in 1998. Did you know that Sir Elton John names his pianos after famous female singers?
Dear iGraspers, this week we bring you Tigers for Dinner. No, not literally. Tigers for Dinner, Tall Tales by Jim Corbett's Khan Sama is a collection of short stories by Ruskin Bond. As the title suggests, the stories are all tall tales. In the stories, hunter Jim Corbett's erstwhile Khan Sama Mahmood is shown cooking for the young Ruskin Bond and his family. He prepares both delicious meals and stories of jungle adventures and serves them to our author at meal times. The stories are bound to excite, tickle and satisfy your curiosities. Do read and tell us about your favorite story.
It's trivia time! Did you know that the common household rubber band that you used to tie things together with was patented on March 17, 1845 by Stephen Perry? His company, Messrs. Perry and Company, rubber manufacturers of London, used vulcanized rubber to make rubber bands. Now, what is vulcanized? Vulcanization is the process by which natural rubber is made into hard rubber. It allows the rubber to stretch without breaking easily. iGraspers, let's take a look at the special harvest festivals in the month of March. On 25th March, we will celebrate Gudi Padwa and Ugadi. Gudi Padwa is celebrated in Maharashtra. People prepare special dishes to share with friends and relatives. They decorate their entrances with vibrant rangoli designs. Similarly, people of Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka celebrate Ugadi as their harvest festival and regional new year. Ugadi is considered to be the most auspicious time to start new ventures. People adorn their homes with rangoli, light oil lamps, wear traditional clothes and perform pujas at home. They even prepare scrumptious delicacies to share with friends and relatives.
Hi, I'm Zoya. All of our schools have been shut down because of coronavirus. I have found a new hobby, coding. What have you been doing during these long holidays?
Hi Vedant, what are you doing?
I am finding
A queen ant?
a queen. Yeah.
Why do you want a queen ant?
I want to start my own ant farm like I haven't started an ant farm before in my life. So this is my golden opportunity. Today we are playing elastic. This is a game from our mother's childhood.
There is a big crater. This is a crater in Mercury. A big crater. Okay. Now let's learn about Venus.
At home, I've been keeping myself busy with this. It's called the Nintendo Labo, and I built it myself.
iGraspers, here's an important message for you. If you or any other child you know is constructively and innovatively spending time at home, please share a short video of the same with us on email. We would like to feature the interesting videos in our forthcoming capsules.
That's all we have for you here.
Remember to keep your thoughts clear.
Thank you for being part of this weekly news wrap.
I learned,
I gained.
I grasped.